a lot of people not liking this particular person. We got some very vulgar EVPs, as you heard. We're not going to play those on here, but amazingly, sometimes the vulgarity is reality in these. And we decided to come back. And so we did the research. Well, you did most of the research. We did the EVP work, and we've come to the conclusion that there's possibly something buried under the house. Now, a couple of the incidents that happened here. Tanya fell through the porch right here. I don't know if you can, JJ, if you can shoot that shot that's straight down right there. There's a straight down shot into it. Tanya fell through the porch there at one point, and then approximately, I don't know if it was shortly after, Don was working on the house, the owner of the house, and he hit himself in the leg with a hammer and broke his knee. We had a couple other incidents that happened, one of which the owner, Sandy, was pushed off of the porch right here, same spot. And then a couple of weeks later, right after we did it, we had a roofer who was on the roof, fell through right here, if you can see right above there, fell through. So as you can see, there's been a number of incidents that have happened here at the house that point to this area, this particular area of the house. So that's why we're gonna dig this stuff up. We're gonna start excavating here pretty soon, as soon as we can get everybody together. I don't know where Kenny is. This camera is not? Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Just we'll get the are the other cameras feeding?
The other cameras are feeding.
Okay, the Morgan's camera is feeding. Okay. All right. This one's not feeding? Okay. Anyways, check the connections in the back of the computer. Okay. All right. Well, like all stuff here with electronics and spirits, you get problems here. We've had quite a few problems. We'll get this other camera up and going, but right here we're going to begin the digging. So we do have a camera on ground here. We've got Morgan working that camera, and we're going to start excavating this pretty soon. We'll work on the camera. Laverne, if you can just give me some history exactly about what you do with the Florida Gen Web Project, so they know.
The Florida Gen Web Project is a part of the United States, or U.S. Gen Web, and in 1996, it was formed by a group of people that came out of the Kentucky Genealogical Data Project, and they wanted to basically do all over the United States what they had done in Kentucky. And that was in June of 1996, and by October of 1996, there was a state website up, or web page up, for each state in the United States, and a county page for each county in the United States. So roughly there are about 3,500 of us who actively participate in providing as much genealogical material as possible, free of charge to anyone with an internet access. And we work very diligently to transcribe records, scan records, and put as much information to help people trace their family roots as possible. It's, in and of itself, it's very rewarding, because we usually, in the process, will find something about our own families that was as yet unknown to us. And but right now we're having a beautiful afternoon here in White Springs, and it's a little chilly, but other than that, it's a beautiful clear day. There's not a cloud in the sky.
Okay, that's okay. Sorry about that. Sometimes you got these problems, but we got our camera up and running now.
All right.
So Kenny's going to start digging right now, so we can just talk through it and we can watch the screen. We have a spot that's marked here because we took some divining rods. Do you have the divining rods out? Kenny, take those divining rods right there, right here. They're right up here. Take those divining rods. Hang on one second. Let me get the remote microphone. Hold on one second. Hang on. Okay, hold on. Laverne, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
So we got the remote microphone here. And we're going to go in and just talk a little bit about what's going on. But, Kenny, just walk right over. See if you can get the shot of Kenny. As you can see, the dividing rods, we were doing them last night, the dividing rods, stick your arms out farther out. The one dividing rod seems to spin around the right-hand one. Hang on this, let me do it, Kenny, just hold on the mic. Because for me, for some reason... You got to steadier your hand than I do, so... Okay. Now, we came in and did it here, and last night, it was very much spinning around. Oh, it's doing it now. Now it's weird. Yeah, okay, there we go. This one continues to spin around. It gets pretty crazy right here. And it only seems to do it with my right hand. I know I'm trying to hold it as steady as I can. Am I holding it steady? You're holding it pretty steady. And it is spinning pretty regularly. So I don't know what that means. I'm not an expert on divining rods, but if you can see it right here, you can see this one's clearly spinning around. And as you move back away, the spinning stops. It just wants to point in direction, but when it gets back over this spot. Now this is the spot that we were talking about that had all of the activity happening here. The roofer fell through, which we had a clear EVP, which is on the demo tape, which you can see, that said the roofer caved in, which was kind of a weird EVP for the situation. It was applicable to here because the roofer fell through right there. It was working on the house, which was pretty significant. The owner, Sandy, was pushed off the porch right here. She wasn't sure whether she slipped or fell, but it was right here. And then Tanya, who's working the camera right here, she fell through and break your ankle or what? Dislocated her ankle right here. I don't know, did you hit the ground when you went through? All the way through. Almost as if something is trying to tell us that there's something here. So we're going to go ahead and we've got a probe right here. I don't know if you can see it, Morgan. You want to come up a little closer here. It seems to be getting caught on something right here. Now, we did a couple EVPs last night, and we had some indication that he might be buried in a box or something like that. We don't know. We don't know what's under here, but we're going to start digging. So let's commence without further ado and see what the heck is going on here. Laverne, feel free to chime in and check out your screen if you can. If you might have the right shot there.
Yeah, I can clearly see on the monitor here what you're doing.
Yeah. We're excavating this spot, which we don't know what exactly is under here, but since all the indications, there's no wires or anything under here. There's no wiring under this house, is there?
No, because
cabling or anything?
That far back in age, everything was above ground.
Oh, here's a piece of wood. That looks like a piece of wood from the plywood. Can you see that? Are we on this camera now? Okay. I don't know. That's our first indication of something there. Now we would think that if you were to bury somebody here effectively without having any animals, it would have to be several feet down at least.
In order for the odors not to attract animals, that's why they bury people 6 feet deep. Yeah. That's the minimum depth that there are no odors penetrating the surface.